Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 13th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in entering to receive a personalized reading from me, put a turkey in the comment box. A person will be chosen at random and announced in a separate video. If you're interested in the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. I love the 10 of Cups for you guys. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Wow, this is a lovely, lovely reading. So you're crowned with Temperance, which is also Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. You then have the Hangman, the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Lovers, which is also Gemini energy, time frame May 21st to June 20th. So Cancer, if you're born on the cusp with Gemini, or you have strong Gemini or Sagittarius in your chart, that's coming out very powerfully during this time. If you have Gemini or Sagittarius in your life, these people can be having more of an effect on you than even you realize. So just be aware of this. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have Evolve reversed. Now, this new moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio new moons, they have us much more introspective. And new moons in general have us being much more introspective. It's a time to set down our intentions, to say, what do I want to manifest in my life? How do I want to move forward for me? It challenges us to really look at our true desires, where I want to be. And it's not in a selfish way, Cancer. It's in a very open, honest way. This new moon is in 20 degrees Scorpio, and it is also bringing us to new starts, new potentials, new opportunities for growth. And we see that with the 7 of Coins, the 7 of Pentacles, that sense of I'm planting seeds and I'm waiting for them to grow. And this is going to be a time where we can be looking at 7 things and saying, how do I move this forward? Where is it that I want to be? This is my, plan. And we can have 7 bulletin points. Anything more than that would be too much. 7 might seem like a lot, though, to us during this time. We're trying to balance. We're looking at things quite differently than we have before. Do we feel like we're evolving? No, we don't. We can feel like, wow, I'm really staying stuck, or I'm overwhelmed, or I'm not sure how I'm moving forward, or where I want to be, or what it is that I really desire. Spirit is saying our evolve is reversed. So we're not feeling like we are evolving. We can feel like we're just stuck. And that's something to be open and honest with ourselves. Why do I feel stuck? Where do I feel stuck? How do I feel stuck? Type of thing. And it's not going to be shameful to say, I feel stuck or I don't feel like I'm evolving. I still feel like that caterpillar waiting to turn into the butterfly. So just being open and honest with ourselves is also going to be very liberating. Let's see what Spirit wants us to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This can be an energy here, and this is an energy. It doesn't have to be relegated to an air sign energy, but it is an energy of being too blunt. All right. We can really think, wow, this person is being really open, being really honest. They're just saying it as it is. And they might very well be. But they can also be kind and compassionate. The Queen of Swords is that person who kind of cuts you down at the knees, who gives a compliment and an insult in the same exact breath, and you don't know exactly where you stand with them. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be super important. Also, the inner voice, not being like the Queen of Swords, reversed in a negative sense, is going to be very powerful. That sense of, I need to be kinder with my words. Yeah, there are certain things I need to look at. Yes, there are certain things I need to see or call myself out on. That's great. I get that. But I need not to be cruel to myself. And that's going to be very powerful during this time. We can also have a tendency to be very practical and very logical, almost to the sense of like, if I can't chart it out, then it isn't real. So just be aware of this. Be kinder to yourself and be open to kind of more possibilities than you had imagined before. With temperance, we are moving into balance. All right. Temperance is all about harmony. And what we're going to be seeing here during this time is where we are out of harmony is going to be really called out. Again, we're looking at confronting our truest desires. Where do I want to be in my life? In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is an angel pouring one cup into another. It's like, how are my emotions balanced? How is divinity guiding me, blessing me? Where is it that I want to be for myself? How am I stepping into my power, my grace, my desires in my life? Know that during this moon, your angels are blessing you. Your angels are moving with you. Your angels are guiding you. But it's to a place of more emotional balance. So it's going to be very easy to let things get chaotic, to let things get intense. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But I need to find my harmony and my like stable center during this moon, during setting my intentions, really during looking at what I want, what I desire, how I'm moving forward for me. It brings us to the Hangman. We are going to be looking at things quite differently than we have looked at them before. And that's going to be really important. It's uncomfortable. Most definitely. The hangman is hanging upside down, right? So it's never a comfortable position, but it's always a necessary one. It's almost a sense of, how am I seeing? How do I desire? Like, what do I want? And what is the discomfort that I have to go through now to get to the place that I want to be long term, to moving forward in the way that I'm craving, I'm desiring, I want in my life for myself. So we're looking at things kind of with new eyes, with new understandings. We're looking at things in a very different way than we had seen them before. And it leads us to the 10 of Cups. And I love the 10 of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards. And they all live happily ever after. And who doesn't want that? But it's also really looking at things and saying, I get to have my own happiness. What makes me happy can be quite different than what makes you happy. And that's okay. That's part of being human and existing on this universal plane. And so we're looking at things during this time and saying, where is my happiness? It's confronting our true desire. We're looking at things differently to even say to ourselves, my true desire matters. My happiness matters. My passion is important. We're opening up our hearts. We're saying, what is my happily ever after? What is it that I'm really craving? Because we can be telling ourselves, I want XYZ, but it's not in alignment with what our soul really wants. And this is going to be a time where the veil between the spirit world and the waking world is the thinnest. This is going to be a time where it's like, okay, look at what you really want. Look at what you really desire. Your angels are talking to you kind of a mile a minute. It can be really easy to turn them out with all the noise in this world. But it's going to be really important to sit in silence, either in meditation or, you know, yeah, any form of meditation, whether that's a physical meditation where you're moving your body or a silent, still meditation, whatever works for you in order to connect with your angels. That is going to be one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. With the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds. The Seven of Pentacles is also patience and waiting. There are a lot of things that we have planted, but there are also a lot of things that we are looking at during this time and saying, do I want this or do I want that? Like, what do I want to plant? What do I want to give my time to? What is it that's important for me to move forward in? What is it that's important for me to embrace in my life? And so here, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's knowing that, yes, I'm going to be investing time and effort and energy. What do I really want? And I'm really seeing a correlation right now between the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups being about our dreams and what we deeply desire. And here it's, what am I planting in order to get to my dreams, in order to have the prosperity lead me to what I deeply desire and want in my universal life, like in my being and in my existence on this earth. It brings us to the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is Gemini energy. So it's very interesting here. We have Temperance, which these are sister signs, right? Temperance and Gemini. They play off each other brilliantly. They can also be each other's biggest pains in the tush. So remembering that can be important. But it's the duality of the cups, right? Pouring one cup into another. Here with the Lovers, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you have two people, very much an Adam and Eve scene with an angel blessing them. So what we're going to be seeing here is the duality of our personality. What we're going to be seeing is, what is my passion? What do I desire? What do I love? What do I need? What do I want? And how am I handling the two sides of me? Because it's never black and white. White page, black print, totally easy to read, written super big so you can see it from miles away. That's not life. Some parts of it can be, but most of life is, that really fine print in a lawyer's office type of thing. It's like, oh my gosh, I need a magnifying glass and an interpreter. So here with with the Lovers, we are going to be seeing what we love coming forward. We're going to be seeing the dual parts of ourselves. We can be loving going out and doing things, but also being quiet and, just feeding our own energy. So here, it's going to be looking at two very contrasting, different ways to be Cancer and saying, how do I balance this for me? How do I move forward in harmony in what I love and what I desire and what I want in my life? But also, where's the love? Where is the love? And here, as we're planting seeds, we're going to be seeing ourselves growing our love more and more. And that's really mattering. It's like, where's my love? Where's my desire? Where's what I want in my life? How am I bringing forward my passion and my greatness? It brings us then to really looking at what the moon has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. I know all of them are reversed. Don't worry, it's okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Can you see all this? I hope so. Okay, so let's move the moon cards up just a bit for everyone. Okay. So we have Temperance crowning us and coming into play in a very big way. It's all about balance. It's about harmony. Acceptance is reversed. And then we have Prosperity lies ahead. We need to accept who we are. There's an energy here of wanting to change things. And that's great. We should all have goals and what we are striving towards. But to say, this is me, and be proud of who we are and what we desire and how we're moving forward in our lives is super important. We're looking also at the balancing of emotions, balancing of what we deeply love, what we deeply desire, what we deeply want in our lives, and that moving us in a much bigger direction than we had thought we were moving in before. Prosperity lies ahead. It does. It lies ahead as we harmonize, as we see ourselves openly and honestly in the ways that, we long for. And it brings us then to balance coming forward. Now it's interesting. Hunger is reversed. Over the hangman, right? Over seeing things differently, hunger is reversed. So it's not like I'm starving for, I'm hungry for, I need this, I have that hole in my belly. Hunger is reversed. We're satiated. A win-win outcome is forecast as we see things differently. There's a satiation to us. There's a balance to us. There's a harmony that's coming forward. And a win-win outcome is forecast. We're going to see ourselves moving forward, again, more in balance. The filling of the two cups, the duality of the lover's energy, Gemini energy, the twins coming forward. It's the balancing of emotions, balancing of duality, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine of ourselves, and knowing that a win-win outcome is forecast because we're not obsessing. And if we are obsessing, as we look at things differently, it's like, oh, maybe my obsession was all consuming and not looking at the big picture the way that I needed to. It's so interesting. Whenever I look at hunger, I think of documentaries that I've read and that I've watched where people have done extraordinary things, but they were looking for a bowl of rice. They're like, I thought if I just made it to where the lights were, right, I'd get a bowl of rice. I remember that line so clearly. And there's a sense here, like hunger can drive us to do extraordinary things, but also like not be as rational or as, logical as we would be, right? Because it becomes all consuming. It's all we can think of. If we are hungry, it consumes our minds and our souls and ourselves. And here, when the hunger is reversed, there's a balance. The wolf moon having hunger to it, it's significant. And why is it called the wolf moon? And I believe this is the February moon. And it's called the wolf moon because it is the time when you would hear the wolves howling in ancient times. And maybe even today, if you have the wolves around you. It's when food starts to get scarce. It's when things start to get serious, right? And you could have attacks on humans more. So the wolf moon was a treacherous time. And here, when the hunger consumes, it's treacherous. It's treacherous. And so here, with it reversed, it's a satiation. It's a sense of, I've come out of an all-consuming time, and I'm seeing things differently. And now, a win-win outcome is forecast. And now, I'm going to be able to move forward with more balance and more harmony to me. Have faith in your dreams. Absolutely. Have faith in your dreams. When we look at the 10 of Cups, when we look at, and they all live happily ever after, it's having faith in you. Nourishment is reversed. Are we feeding ourselves properly? Spiritually, physically, emotionally, are we showing up to the table for us? And Spirit's saying we kind of have to do a better job of that. So just being aware that we need to nourish our souls and our bodies a little bit more carefully, a little bit more kindly. Have faith in your dreams. Start to believe in you again. Because somewhere along the way, we've lost sight of us. And we've lost faith in us. And Spirit is saying, stop it. It brings us then to the balance of spirituality and practicality. And that's reversed. So here, when we are planting our dreams with the 7 of Pentacles, we need to balance the spiritual with the practical. And we're going to find that, again, that harmony, it's hard. We're finding it in temperance, right? Temperance, all about balance. Lover's energy, all about duality, all about 2 different kind of personalities coming forward, right? Here, balance the spiritual and the practical. We're going to lean towards one or the other, making it all-consuming Cancer. And Spirit's saying, stop it. Balance the both of them. Have them come together. See when we start to lean more towards spiritual or practical, and then we start to lean, or we start to overcompensate. That's what Spirit is saying for that leaning into, the more spiritual, and then we'll start to be like super, super practical because, we need to balance ourselves out. And Spirit is saying here, hold sacred space for both. The wisdom is guiding you. It is. But wisdom is reversed. Do we think we're wise? No. Do we think we have answers? No. We're searching and seeking. And we're not looking at what we have learned. We're going to think wisdom is obtained. It's going to come. It's coming later on. But look at what you have been through and look at where you stand. There's such powerful wisdom to you. It is extraordinary. Start honoring that in yourself, Cancer. Your dreams need a practical plan. And that is just really sound advice. We can be filled with dreams up and down the Mississippi, right? But if we don't start to give our dreams a practical plan, we'll never get to the place that we want to be. We need to assess. Assessing is reverse. We're finding it a bit difficult to look, to comprehend, to take it all in. So Spirit is saying here, your dreams need a practical plan. Assess. Look at things again, even though we don't want to. And look at things through your duality of personality. Look at things not just all one way or all another, but see the intricacy of things. Look with your feelings and with your logic, and you're going to see that you move quite far forward during this time. We're looking towards our true desires. We're looking towards what we truly want in life. And we're being asked to assess this, right? We're being called to, hey, pay attention to you, to pay attention to what you want. And that is difficult. And it's a bit scary. And we're not going to want to. But as we start to look at things more openly and more honestly, kind of call ourselves out when we need to and love ourselves when we need to, our dreams start to take on a practical plan. And we start to see ourselves moving forward in practicality and power. It brings us to our subconscious spirit message, which is compassion reversed. We can be very compassionate towards everybody else, but towards ourselves, we are very strict and we are very rigid. Spirit is saying, show that compassion to yourself as well. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the moon reversed. Be mindful with this moon, because this moon is intense, right? It brings up the spirit world quite powerfully. We're already in the Scorpio time frame, so the veil between the worlds is already very thin. And the moon has us looking at things in ways that we might feel overwhelmed by confronting. We might sit there and say, oh no, I don't want to look at it like this. I want to look at it like that. And Spirit is saying, here, see. Look at our fears. Look at what makes us angry. Look at what we desire. But don't fall into it, because being mindful, this is also Pisces energy, right? Pisces is ruled by the moon. Being mindful of our fears lets us conquer them. Pisces time frame is February 19th to March 20th. So knowing that can also be beneficial to those who are watching who need to know. And so here, looking at the moon, looking at the changing faces of time, of our lives, of ourselves, is scary, but it's powerful. And we're seeing our eyes close during this time. During a full moon, I see it as our eyes being wide open, looking at everything. A new moon, your eyes are closed, and you're only looking inward. And here, we face our fears, we face what we desire, and we face how we're transforming. Our subconscious tarot message is the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's slowly and steadily moving forward in tenacity, moving forward in prosperity, looking at what we want and what we're building and saying, it's okay, I'm here for the long haul. I'm playing the long game. I'm embracing my bounty and my success. And I'm doing so openly and honestly for myself. Subconsciously, we're moving very slowly. Are we annoyed with that? Yeah, a bit, but it's okay. We're laying down a solid foundation, and being aware of that is going to be comforting and make it so that even though it's moving slow, we can kind of grit our teeth and bear the slow movement, because we know we're getting to where we want to be. So just understand that we're going to want to speed things up. We're going to want to get frustrated. We're going to want to say, I don't need to be so practical. I need to put more of the emotion into it. Do not flood it with emotion. It's kind of like flooding a field after you plant the seeds. You will wash all the seeds away. Be very aware of this. Our subconscious Luna message is emotions are running high and balance reversed. We've been seeing this whole entire reading that balance is so important. Our emotions run high. Acknowledging that, acknowledging our intensity of emotion and feeling, and balancing ourselves. Because it's going to be so easy during this time to be out of balance, to be chaotic and to be overwhelmed. So saying, okay, I see it. I know it's written in the stars right now. And knowing that helps me look at things and harmonize myself more and move forward in love for me and what I desire. All right. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.